meeting to order. If everyone please stand. I pledge allegiance and remain standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are thankful for this special community, for the time we share together and the bounty of our nation. We are thankful for the commitment of our people who volunteer their time and talents to make our community a better place to live, work, and raise a family. We know that we alone cannot meet the challenges or provide sufficient inspiration without community involvement and the dedication of all concerned to the greater good of the city and all who reside in it. We are thankful for the beauty, the time, and the place that is Frostburg. Amen.
Amen. Y'all be seated.
Commissioner Donnie Carter.
Here.
Commissioner Nina Forsythe.
Here.
Commissioner Kevin Grove.
Here.
Commissioner Adam Ritchie.
Here.
Mayor Robert Flanagan.
Here. All right, we'll start the meeting as we always do with approval of the agenda. I need a motion and a second to approve the agenda.
I move we approve the agenda.
Second. Moving second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Also approval of the minutes from our past meetings.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes from the past meeting.
Second. Moving second. All in favor?
Aye.
And moving down, see, we have special presentation requests. We have nothing under item 7 this evening. Mayor and Commissioners reports and any announcements. I need a motion and a second to approve the monthly reports from our various city departments.
I'll make a motion to approve the monthly reports.
Second.
Moving second. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's see. Public hearing, combined sewer overflow. Hayden?
As far as the combined sewer overflow projects go, really not much has changed since last month. We're starting to get stuff together for phase 10A. The notice to proceed has gone out for that project. That will be below Mountain Ridge High School. As far as 10B and 10C goes, we're finishing designs now, hoping to take that to bid in late winter, early spring, to go through the MDE process over the summer and do a groundbreaking potentially in the fall of 2024, with the construction being in 2025. And then our most recent projects, North Grant and Center Street Extended, obviously those are fairly fledgling projects. They are completely designed, but we do need to go through the grant approval and application process down at MDE to get those moving. We anticipate those being 2025 projects as well. But if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
No, I'd like to take the opportunity, Hayden, to thank you and Elizabeth for the good work at pace. Thought this year was about as smooth as we've ever had it, and so I'd really like to thank you all. I know the council is very pleased, so thanks again. Okay.
It's the boots.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to charter amendment, number 56.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Thank you. Tonight is a public hearing on Charter Amendment number 56. Currently, many municipalities and counties in the state of Maryland, and most all of them that have manufacturers in their community, take advantage of a provision in state law to exempt manufacturers from personal property tax for their machinery, implements, and their inventory as well. This hadn't really been an issue for the city in years past. The manufacturers that were in the city paid the personal property taxes. However, with the large expansion of Sierra Hygiene, Clark Industries, vertical converting, they do business at Sierra Hygiene, the paper goods manufacturer over off of Hoffman Holler Road. They did a major expansion, and their personal property tax assessment was increased to about $6.5 million this past year, which resulted in a very large personal property tax bill for them, far exceeding their property tax bill. So they requested that you consider removing the personal property tax from manufacturers in the city or reducing the amount. And per your direction, Michael Cohen drafted the charter amendment here, which removes section 711 of the city charter, or repeals section 711 of the city charter, which is in relation to manufacturing tax abatements. Not really, doesn't really jive with the provisions in state law to begin with. So that needed to be repealed regardless. And then this adds reenacts the section to fully exempt the manufacturing from personal property tax, so on the equipment and the inventory, implements, tools, apparatus, etc. So, as required by state law, before a charter amendment resolution is voted upon, there needs to be a public hearing by the mayor and city council. This was advertised in the Cumberland Times News more than 21 days in advance. Public hearing notice was posted on the city's website as well as the front door of City Hall. If there's any questions or comments by the public, I would ask them to come to the podium and state their name and address for the record.
Anyone? Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Seeing that there was no public comment, I would ask for a motion and a second to approve Charter Amendment Resolution number 56.
I'll make a motion to approve Charter Amendment Resolution number 56.
Second.
Moved and seconded. There's no public comment. All in favor?
Thank you.
It's Bethany.
Good evening. This evening, we have Resolution 2024-09, which is a request for an authorization for you all to enter into an agreement between the state's Department of Housing and Community Development and Frostburg First. The city's involvement in this is basically, it's kind of formalizing what we already do, providing operating support to Frostburg First, appointing city staff to serve on committees, and then providing other in-kind support and business incentives for our downtown business owners. So I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. If not, I would ask for a motion in a second to approve Resolution 2024-09.
Make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-09.
Second.
Moved and seconded. No public to have comments. So all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Bethany.
Thank you.
Okay, Resolution 2024-10 is appointments to the Recreation Commission and the Ethics Commission. Staff have recommended 2 reappointments to the Recreation Commission, Christina Kryling and Bob Stevenson, both to a 2-year term to expire in February of 2026, and Dr. Carly McGann to a 3-year term to fill a vacancy on the Ethics Commission. If there's any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. Otherwise, I'd ask for a motion and a second on Resolution 2024-10.
I move we approve Resolution 2024-10.
Second. Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next is Resolution 2024-11. This appoints 3 members to the Frostburg Housing Authority Board. By structure of the Housing Authority, the City Council appoints members to their board. Their Executive Director has requested that Ms. Whitney Costello, Mr. Joseph Sawekis, and Ms. Leslie Felton be appointed to 5-year terms that would expire in December of 2028. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'd ask for a motion in a second to approve.
As I'm on that board, I will recuse myself from voting.
Okay. Very good, Kevin.
I move we approve Resolution 2024-11.
Second. Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Lindsay.
Mr. Lindsay.
So this is Resolution 2024-12. We had talked about this in your work session. This is for a company that we work with out of Ohio to do a rebuild on 4 of our big actuators at the water treatment plant. Basically, the actuators just control the big valves that push water in and out of the water treatment plant. The valves are getting very old at this point, and we've kept them together as long as we can, but it's to the point where now we need to start doing the rebuilds on them. So this is the quote, this would be the approval to send it off to Limitorque to get the actuators rebuilt. The total price tag is $42,860. And if there are any questions, I can dive into it. If not, I'd ask for a motion in a second on Resolution 2024-12.
It is important to note that we would recommend funding this with ARPA funds out of the money that you've already allocated toward general water projects.
Yeah, okay, very good.
I move we approve Resolution 2024-12.
Second.
Moving second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Oh, yes. So Resolution 2024-13. This is just a reallocation of some of the funds that we have already kind of allocated towards water and sewer and water treatment plant type projects. Basically, as it gets down to it, there's a lot of niche projects that don't necessarily fall under sewer or don't fall under water, but they fall under public works. So this will just be a reallocation of some of the money from those sewer and water funds towards public works to be able to pay for those little projects, not to exceed any individual project of $25,000. If it's a project that exceeds $25,000, I'll come to you guys for it. But if it's under the procurement thresholds of the $10,000 limit, this is what that money would go towards. So
You have particular ones in mind right now, or is this just like a?
it's just kind of to get ahead of stuff.
Okay.
As we come down to the December of 2024 deadline, we'd like to be prepared.
Sewer camera is one of them.
Yeah, sewer camera is one. So,
Okay.
but if there are no questions, I would ask for a motion in a second for Resolution 2024-13.
Make a motion, we approve Resolution 2024-13.
Second?
Moving second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Nick? World Traveler?
Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, thank you. Just a very brief report for January 2024. We had 621 incidents compared to 590 the year before in January, so pretty similar. Nothing major to report for this month. We had a nice prescription take-back event up at the Frostburg Apartments fairly recently. It was good to have those connections and good to provide that kind of service. We're proud to do it, and nothing else to report. I'm glad to answer questions or elaborate further, but I will keep all of our time very brief.
Any news on the meters?
I think, I'm not sure how much, yes.
I can handle it. We have some signs still on order. We are waiting for the 20-minute signs. And once the 20-minute signs come in, we have the stickers, the 2-hour signs. We will, Hayden and Emily and Jamie are working with Shane to get the plan in place to try and meet everyone's requests in terms of the business owners on Main Street. And the signs will be deployed. So.
Thanks.
I would just emphasize from an enforcement perspective, we kind of have to, if we were going to do the meters, we would have to buy a lot of stuff and replace things anyway.
Right.
So this could be a trial period. If it doesn't work, we can certainly move forward with other options like replacing the meters or doing something else. But it would be an interesting pilot program,
Yeah.
sort of.
Everybody good? Thank you, Chief, appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all.
Open public comment, since there is none. Anybody else have anything for the good of the order?
Glad Elaine had something.
All right, we're adjourned, folks. Thank you all very much for this evening.